Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about a very important topic in grammar, nouns. Now, nouns are something which you have been doing since time immemorial. You have been learning about nouns since class 1. You learned about naming words in class 1. You learned about nouns in class 2, class 3, class 4. And now that you are in class 5, we'll have a recap on nouns and also learn a little bit more in detail about the various kinds of nouns, their usage and how to identify them in a sentence. Now, what is a noun? A noun is a word used to name a person, place, animal, thing or an idea. Everything we can see or talk about is represented by a word that names it. You all have such lovely names. Your parents have names. The school that you go to has a name. The place that you stay has a name. All your friends have names, and all the objects that you can see around you have names. So nouns are nothing else but all these naming words. All these names are nouns. So the word noun comes from the Latin word nomen, which means name. Example: boy, Father Agnell's school, Noida, book, pizza, toffee, girl, Ganga, Himalayas, India. These are all nouns. Now, let's come to the types of nouns. There are 4 types of nouns that we have learnt about: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, and abstract noun. You all know that proper nouns are nothing else but the proper or specific names of people, places, animals, or things. They are one of a kind, they are special, they are unique. Common noun. There's nothing special about Mr. Common. Now, common noun are the common or the generic names which are given to people, places, animals or things. Collective noun. When we take a lot of people, lot of animals, lot of things of the same kind together and form one group, and we give one name to this group. This one name is the collective noun. Abstract noun, as you can all understand, it comes from the word abstract, something that is not concrete, something, it's not like a physical object. So abstract nouns are the feelings and emotions that we feel. It is not something concrete or a physical object. Now, let's understand another difference between common noun and proper noun. Like I told you, common nouns are the common names of people, places, animals or things. Now remember, children, common nouns are never capitalized. That means they are never written with a capital letter unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. And that we know the reason is because as per the rules of punctuation, we always start a sentence with a capital letter. So a common noun is never written with a capital letter unless it comes at the starting of a sentence. Proper noun, now unlike common nouns, proper nouns are the names of specific people, places or things, and they are always written with a capital letter, irrespective where they come in the sentence. They may come at the starting, they may come in the center, they may come at the end. It does not matter. A proper noun is always written with a capital letter. Now, another difference which you must understand is that common nouns can be countable and uncountable. Very simple. Nouns that can be counted are countable common nouns. Nouns that cannot be counted are uncountable common nouns. For example, you can have one apple, you can have many apples. You can have one pizza, you can have 10 pizzas. You can have one chocolate, you can have 5 chocolates. You can have one star, you can have many stars. So these are nouns that can be counted. These common nouns are countable common nouns. Now there are certain common nouns which cannot be separated and counted. For example, water. You can't count water. You can't count oil. You can't count the hair on your head. And that is why these are uncountable common nouns. So this is also another difference between common noun and proper noun. Now, let us go through few examples of common noun and proper noun to understand that how are they different. Boy. Now we know there are many boys in this world. So boy is a common or a generic name given to all the boys. And that is why it is a common noun. Now, as soon as I say Rahul, I'm talking about one specific boy whose name is Rahul. And that is why Rahul becomes a proper noun. Similarly, girl. There are many girls in this world. So girl is a common name or a generic name given to all the girls. There's nothing special about it. It's girl. So it's a common noun. Now Reena. Now Reena is the name of one girl, one specific girl I'm talking about who is named Reena. And that is why Reena is a proper noun. School. Again, there are many schools. So all the schools are called schools. Hence, it is a common noun. But as soon as I say Father Ragnall's School, Noida, it becomes one specific school that I'm talking about. So it becomes a proper noun. City. So many cities. So all the cities are called city. That is why it's a common or a generic name. But as soon as I say Noida, I'm speaking about one specific city called Noida. There is no other Noida. That is why it's a proper noun. Same river. There are so many rivers. All of them are called river. So river is a common name, a generic name. It's a common noun. But as soon as I say Ganga, or if I say Brahmaputra, I say Ravi. All these are specific rivers I'm talking about. There is only one Ganga. There is only one Yamuna. And that is why they become proper nouns. Mountain. There are so many mountains. Again, all the mountains are called mountains. So it's a common name. So it's a common noun. But as soon as I say Mount Everest, or if I say Mount Kilimanjaro, these are specific mountains I'm talking about. There is only one Mount Everest. And that is why it becomes a proper noun. So children, you must remember that common nouns are the common or the generic names, and proper nouns are the specific or the special names given to people, places, animals or things. Now remember children, all your fruits, your vegetables, your insects, your birds, your names of trees, these are all common nouns. All the names of the games, these are all common nouns. For example, if I say apple, if I say mango, if I say dog. Now, there are many dogs. So dog is a common noun. But if I say Bruno, I'm speaking about one specific dog. Then Bruno becomes a proper noun. If I say cat, now there are so many cats. So cat is a common noun. But as soon as I say Tom, now I'm speaking about one specific cat who is called Tom. So Tom becomes a proper noun. So remember children, unless you name the animal or you name them, they are not proper. All the names of animals, birds, insects, flowers, fruits, vegetables, these are all common nouns. Now, let's try to identify proper noun and common noun from these sentences given below. There are 8 sentences. We will go through them and see if we've understood which word is a proper noun and which word is a common noun. Now, this exercise has to be done in your notebook. On a new page, you will write the date. You will write the heading as recap 1. Then you will write identification, proper noun, common noun, just the way it's written in the slide. And then you will divide your page into 2 parts. On one side, you will write proper noun, and on the other side, you will write common noun. And when you read the sentences, whichever word you feel is a proper noun, you will write it under the proper noun column. Whichever word you feel is a common noun, you will write under the common noun column. Now, the first sentence. The boys are flying kites on the beach. Now, boys, like I told you, it's a common generic name. Kites, again, nothing special. We are not speaking about any specific kite. And the beach, again, there are many beaches. I have not named any specific beach. So, boys, kites and beach, all 3 are common nouns. Radha bought a bicycle for her brother. Now, Radha is a name of one specific girl. So, Radha is a proper noun. Bicycle and brother. Again, brother, I have not named the brother. So that is why bicycle and brother will be common noun. Uttar Pradesh is the largest state in India. Now, Uttar Pradesh is the name of a specific state. There is only one Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh becomes a proper noun. Similarly, one India. So India becomes a proper noun. But state is a common noun. Agra is on the banks of the river Yamuna. Agra is the name of a place, it is a proper noun. Yamuna is the name of a river, it is a proper noun. But again, banks and river, they are common, so they are common nouns. There was an earthquake in Noida on Sunday. Days of the week are all proper nouns. So Sunday is a proper noun. Noida, you already know, is a proper noun. But earthquake, there are many earthquakes. I have not named it. It's a common noun. Titanic is the ship that sank on its maiden journey. Maiden is the first journey. Titanic is the name of the ship. So Titanic becomes a proper noun. Ship and journey are common noun. My favorite fruit is apple. Now again, apple and fruit, both are common nouns. There is nothing special about them. I have not named any specifics. I have not named anything special. I read a story about a lion and a mouse. Again, I have not named the lion. I have not named the mouse. Story, again, there are so many stories. So story, lion and mouse are all common nouns. I hope you have understood what we have done. Now, I hope once you do the exercise, you can check your answers from this slide. Just make sure you've got the right answers. And I hope you have understood the lesson well.